So before his Michigan rally last night, something very interesting. President Trump stopped at Selfridge Air National Guard Base to announce a new mission and jobs. Michigan's Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer attended the event, along with other state leaders. This comes just weeks after Whitmer and Trump met at the White House as the governor attempted to secure the new mission for the air base. That meeting and the photo of Whitmer in the Oval Office led to some within the Democratic Party to criticize the governor's actions. Ahead of the air base event, a spokesperson for the governor said Whitmer planned to be at the air base to, quote, support her troops and the long-standing efforts she made to secure support for Selfridge. At the event, Trump offered rare praise for the Michigan governor, crediting her for the new jobs that would be coming to the air base. He then called for Whitmer to speak at the podium.
Well, I hadn't planned to speak, but on behalf of all the military men and women who serve our country and serve so honorably on behalf of the state of Michigan, I am really damn happy we're here to celebrate this recapitalization at Selfridge. It's crucial for the Michigan economy. It's crucial for the men and women here, for our homeland security and our future. So thank you. I'm so grateful that this announcement was made today, and I appreciate all the work. Thank you.
Well done. Got to work with the president you got, and she accomplished that.
Yeah.
She should speak to it. So she was asked about all of this by a local affiliate. Take a listen to what she said.
We have a lot of differences, and there's a lot of decisions that the administration's made that I'm opposed to, and I'll continue to be, on the opposite side and fight when I have to. But so long as we can put the people of Michigan first, I think we can find some additional common ground like we did today at Selfridge.
How would you describe yours and the president's relationship?
Evolving. I think it was, we were obviously very contentious last term. There are a lot of things that the president's doing that I disagree with right now. But I am always going to first seek collaboration, but I won't back down from a fight either.
Jen Palmieri, is Governor Whitmer still getting criticism for working with President Trump on behalf of the people of her state? What's the talk? Because I have to say the criticism of this, the White House event, it seems a little misdirected because she's doing her job and she's also using her voice saying, I vehemently disagree with most of what he's doing.
Yeah, she is not getting criticized in Michigan. She's very popular here, and I think I have seen some. I've happened to see some focus groups, not just with Democrats, but with independents, MAGA voters that appreciate the work that she's doing. That one guy said, she's just for Michiganders. It doesn't matter what party you are, and this is a interesting strategy. There are risks with it. She's got 2 years left. Trump wins her state. Republicans win one chamber of her legislature. And so she could have decided, I'm going to put forward a really progressive agenda and just fight with Trump and fight with Republicans in my state. And that could be her 2 years. And maybe she runs for president in 2028 and she runs on that. But she decided that she had an obligation to do what she can do to get stuff done for Michigan. Try to steer the administration to not hurt, but to help the state. And I think people should remember that. And Michigan is still, Michigan went through the Great Recession. It hit everybody harder than, it hit Michigan harder than any other state. Democrats still have a lot to prove here. And, if she does eventually run for president, there'll be a lane of people who focused on resisting Trump, and that has its own merits. And then there'll be a lane of people like her that can say, my focus has always been on you. My focus has always been on the people of Michigan. And Selfridge is something she's been working on since she first got into office as governor and was elected in 2018. It is a very big deal economically to the state of Michigan. People are ecstatic here. She's a big girl. She knows what the risks are in dealing with the president. You walk in the White House, you're not sure what's going to happen, but she thinks it's worth it.
Yeah, and that's what you do, Mika. I mean, so many times you would have, and when we had hurricanes come in our district, Bill Clinton would come in the district. And even if we spent every day criticizing Bill Clinton on the floor or impeaching him or you name it, you want a president in your district to help your constituents, whether you're talking about military bases, whether you're talking about hurricane recovery, your constituents, it's amazing how, again, your constituents go from being very ideological to when you have an event like this or you have a hurricane that comes through, they want the President of the United States. There's only one of them at a time. And for those suggesting that Governor Whitmer can't do two things at once, I think they're projecting. Maybe they're incapable of doing two things at once. You can represent your constituents and you can oppose the policies that coming out of the White House that you find objectionable.